When firefighters were called to a home in Argyle this week, they had no idea they would be fighting flames at their boss's home.
Yeah, and in fact, tonight that fire chief is still coming to terms with the reality of being on the other side, the side of the fire victim. Fox 4's Phil Alvarado live tonight in Argyle with more. Phil.
Hi, Heather. This is one of the fire stations that responded when their chief called on the radio and said his house was on fire. The chief says that he and his wife live in the house with their 2 dogs. Nobody was home when the fire started. The chief says that he was on his way to another appointment when something compelled him to go by the house.
Pulled in the driveway, come down the hill there, and as I got to the electric meter up here, just noticed a little bit of smoke. At first I thought it was dust.
Argyle Fire Chief Mac Hohenberger has made his share of fire calls. He discovered this fire and called for help.
I saw it coming from the bathroom area, and that's when it came through the skylight in the bathroom and came out that window.
This is his house.
I've never been the victim.
The chief says he quickly went from victim to firefighter.
Grabbed a hole and started pulling sheetrock down to see if I could find the fire, and I did locate it in the attic.
The chief says he was due at an event but decided at the last minute to go home for a change of clothes.
I hadn't gone home when I had, the house probably would have been a total loss, and I would have lost my 2 dogs, which would have been catastrophic.
A fast response and quick work kept the fire to the master bedroom, the bath, and the closet. There's smoke damage throughout the house.
This is where the main fire was in here.
The chief says it's not unusual for people to respond with help and donations for fire victims. Now they're doing the same for him.
It's a life-changing event. I've lived in this home 30 years, over half my life. Nothing's ever happened. You look at things totally differently now because everything we had is gone.
The chief says he built this house when he was 24, and he'll be back.
I was more in shock most last night than I was anything. I actually felt that I could leave and come back and everything would be normal. The reality did not set in for a long time with the fire. It was something that you don't believe it's happened. You know, you think it's you're just at another call.
The fire chief says that he had already decided not to go by the house, but he says something at the last minute just told him he needed to go there. The chief says this will likely be an electrical fire. Among the things that were lost, the chief had just bought 5 new uniforms last week at $240 each, but he got word late today that the vendor will replace them at no cost. Steve?
Phil Alvarado live in Argyle. Thanks.